Catria Hotels and SLG Hospitals. And I am also a EC member of South Indian Hotel Association and also EC member in All India Hotel Association. I don't know whether this is a right platform for me or not, because I'm a businessman. So life journey, if you talk about, if anybody wants to become a businessman or entrepreneur, the life is very, very, I will not say it is hard, it is a committed work which everybody need to do. So when Bala came to me to come here to talk, I told him I'm not a good speaker, and we are born with a golden spoon, because my father is a big businessman, and he started, in fact, his inspiration story you need to listen. We all, when we came to Hyderabad, we all used to live in a car shed. That's where our journey started. Slowly, he was into contracts, he was doing many things. Even though my great-grandfathers, forefathers, everybody is rich, big family, but still, he decided to be on his own. So similarly, we came Hyderabad. And when we came Hyderabad was very small. There was no tea hubs, there is no great schools. And today, Hyderabad is somewhere in the world map, everywhere. Everybody talks about Hyderabad for investments, coming, doing business. Thanks to Telangana government, especially the one who built this, K.T. Ramarao, and wonderful infrastructure, beautiful people around. So how my journey started, I was a Telugu medium student, because we came from village to Hyderabad. I was a Telugu medium student. I studied in Bharati Vidya Bhavan here for some time. Then my father was doing contracts, so he was traveling to Hanuman Junction and Nalgonda. Everywhere there is no good English medium schools were there. So I was studying in Telugu medium school. Then finally he decided, no, you be in Hyderabad, we will be traveling. So I studied here in St. Mary's School in a hostel. There also they didn't give me English medium seat, because I was coming from Telugu medium school. So up to 10th I studied in St. Mary's School, Secunderabad. Then I went to Nagarjuna College here, intermediate. Then after that I studied, after completion of my intermediate, I went to BCom in AV College here. So that time I decided to go abroad for my MBA program. Being a Telugu medium student, I was not very good in English, in communication, in presenting myself, learning myself. It was all chaos. So after my completion of my degree, I applied for, I went to TOEFL and GMAT, and I got very less score, but I could not, but my aim is to go to US for my master's program. Then finally, my 3 attempts, my visa got rejected, because I was not able to present properly to the Consulate General there. So third time, so finally, I said, look, let me give it a try, otherwise I'll do my MBA here only. Then finally, somehow with God's grace, I got my visa, and I went to abroad. And as I told you, I'm born in a big family, but I was always hesitated to ask my father for my regular expenditure. Like, he paid my fees. I said, okay, I don't want any more money. Then how do you live? He said, no, I'll say, no, I want to leave my own. Then, because the MBA program is only 2 days a class in US, rest of the days were nothing, but there is a limit. We can work, I think, 40 hours a week max you can work when you are a student. So I applied for a librarian job. I could not get it. I applied for in student union some job. I was rejected. So finally they said, then I went to cafeteria. Then they asked me, what if there is only one position available, that is a dishwasher. So I said, okay, I will join in dish room. What is there? So they kept me in a place where we have to remove glasses from the trays of the student. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes I did, and then I said, what the hell is this? What I am and what I am doing here. So within 10 minutes I left. I told the manager, madam, I'm very sorry, I can't work like this, and went. Then I couldn't find any job anywhere. Then again I went back again. At that time they said, in the dish room only, the position was available was a dishwasher. That time I used to pick up the glasses from the trays. Then they said, the dishwasher. So I decided to join. I did the dishwashing. Same company, they made me as a server. Then they made me as a salad bar manager. Then they made me as a student manager. After that, I was completing my master's. So I decided to work for a couple of years in US to understand what kind of business we are going into. So that time we had some property in Somajiguda, so we thought we'll do a hotel there. So I was interested, I was getting involved, so I went to my dean. So I requested him, sir, I want to experience in the hotel experience. Then he sent me to holiday in Dubuque, where I studied, Dubuque, Iowa State in US. So that the interview, the only interview I attended, 2 interviews I attended, that was the first interview, where the general manager asked me, what do you want to do? I said, we wanted to build a hotel, so I want to get experience in this. Then I was working in cafeteria, so she asked me one question only asked. She said, she asked me, when you're working as a restaurant manager or a steward, the two of your guests comes to you and ask for a hamburger. And the kitchen had given the hamburger, and the hamburger was served to the guest. And one of the guests said, very, very nice hamburger. And the other person said, it is pathetic. How do you balance? How do you retain the guest? In hospitality industry, retaining guest is the most important thing. So I simply said, madam, when I was taking the order, I should ask the customer whether he wants a dry hamburger or a juicy hamburger. That means when we are taking the order, we are missing something. Sometimes a person likes a dry hamburger or a juicy hamburger. Same like here, if you order some biryani somewhere, various places, various kind of biryanis are available. One biryani will be dum biryani, one biryani will be jatka biryani, and I'm sure none of you guys can understand this. So detailing of anything is the most important thing. So then they took me there. I learned in all the departments of hotel. And then I was graduating my MBA. So the same cafeteria where I was working, they used to run various student cafeterias in various schools, various business schools in the US. So that president was visiting my university. So the manager said, why don't you go meet the president and ask for a job, because you are looking for a job where you are interested. So during that student stage also, how I got more passionate was during the weekends, Sundays, I used to go and work in a bar, Friday night, Saturday night. We used to work in a bar as a bar attender, where they used to pay us $20 and where we used to get tips of $100 those days. This was in 95. So that's how learning process had happened. So I was playing basketball at that time. That manager called me and said that president is here, why don't you go and meet? I was sweat all over my dress, I was sweat. He said, I have only 10 minutes, again I have to move on. Then with that sweatshirt only, I have to attend the interview. So in that interview, I got selected. As I told you, I attended the 2 interviews. One is with the Holiday Inn, and other is with Amaris. So that was my first job and the last job. So then they gave me as a director F&B operations for Lindenwood University in St. Louis, where we used to serve 6,000 people breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. So after that, then they transferred me to, they made me as president for one of the university within 6 months. Then I decided I don't want to start there and take a break and come back and settle and do what we wanted to do. So when I came back to India, obviously a traditional family got married. So marriage life started simultaneously. The construction work started simultaneously. There was tremendous pressure in getting permissions, applying for various things. To run a hotel, we required around 22 licenses. So one license comes, other license expires. So like that, the process we learned, and we built a hotel. And now it's a 225 room hotel, and a banquet halls and bar, restaurants and all. And now I proudly say we are the owner of SLG Hospitals, where we are, total project is 1,000-bedded hospital with a 140-room boutique hotel. So first of its kind of medical tourism project we entered into. So 2 years, 2.5, 3 years back, we opened that hospital. And everybody asked us how you entered into hospital business, where everything is related to the medical devices, how you negotiate, what do you get the best. And we were very raw, we don't know anything. Even though there was CEOs has been hired to take care of that, but end of the day, the money is going from your pocket. So you have to be very, very careful when you negotiate, when you talk, and when you get exposure. How do we get exposure towards this? First thing, you need to understand the subject, and you need to go in depth of everything. So when I was negotiating, I purchased, I think, almost 120 crores worth of medical equipments, which includes CTs, MRIs, cath lab, and various things. So how I learned to take a decision. So I used to call, there are only 3 suppliers of this medical equipment, whether GE or Siemens, or there's one more. There are 3 suppliers, major equipment, Philips. So I used to call the manager and ask, when they started saying technology, this technology, that technology, I used to tell what is the faults of the GE machine with the Philips guy. With the Philips guy, I used to ask the GE guy, what is the mistakes of that machine. So they themselves, they have to sell their machine, they come out of with what are the faults of opposite person. Similarly, when all the young generation, now I am 49, my son is also started entering into business now. So when we do anything, right, Bala said, every brick is important. So I consider myself, after hearing him, as a half-breed, because I'm a Telugu medium student, and with lot of stuff, I graduated from the US, came back, started our own business, and entered into some other business which is not our field, our cup of tea. But still, we are struggling, but I'm sure we will be successful. Because when we opened hotel, everybody said that time hotel business was in very, very bad shape. They said, no, Katriya, what do you do inside? We used to dictate terms in Hyderabad, in Telangana. Even today also, we are considered to be a very big brand. And with our commitment towards the society, and I know I heard Madam talking, she's building the society. And I heard Sir also telling they have power. Madam has knowledge to share, to inspire all of you. Sir has a power to take a decision. So we are the people, all bricks here are the people which can build the nation. With one vision, we have to build the nation. I want to close with a small suggestions. You must have heard about Jack Ma. Yes? So, one of his speech, he said, between 20 to 30, you need a mentor. You need a person, you join a company, you need a right boss. Whatever profession you choose, you need a right boss. Select a right boss between 20 to 30. 30 to 40, whatever field you are mastering, explore it, go to the top. 50 to 60, or 40 to 50, 50 to 60, he says, you share the knowledge. I think this platform is the right platform to share the experiences and to motivate more of the people. And after 60, spend time with grandchildren. But I am not sure whether I'll do that, but this is the suggestion. So, if you see any business empires in India or abroad, was started at very, very low. Reliance, today, they are the world's, I think, 4th or 5th largest company. And it was a startup. And T-Hub is one of the places which is creating. Day before yesterday also, they launched, from the products here, they launched, what they launched? Satellite. So, those days, there was not many options are available to pitch in your idea. I also, when I came back in 99, I also started IT company. So that time for India, it was too early to do online trading business. Same time, Amazon also started. So that idea was successful. Because of the location, we are not successful. For any business, idea is important, location is important, selling point is important. So if you, in Himalayas, if you sell ice cream, anybody will buy? You need to buy, we need to sell tea there. Correct? So similarly, if you listen to any of these inspiring stories, they all learn things, explore things, give it a try, and one day they'll be successful. So with this, thank you very much, and wish you all the very best. And I think I am almost one of the first speakers from Telangana. Thank you.